Please welcome Tim Williams, the Trivago guy. It is so cool to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. Did you not shave on purpose?
I left it scruffy just in case I get a job at Trivago.
Right on.
Have you ever been to Trivago World Headquarters? Do they all walk around unshaven, even the women?
Well, we are in Germany. So yeah.
It's a German-based company?
A German-based company out of Dusseldorf, Germany, and they've been going since 2005.
And that's where they found you, because even though you're from the States, from Houston, you ended up in Germany, and we want you to tell that story. Are you tired of telling this story, by the way?
Well, I was just talking to Nate for a second. I said, let me save it until we get in there. I was living in New York many years ago in the 80s, and is that Bethany there?
Yeah.
Hey, Bethany.
Oh, we have a story about Oh, my God. He's about to give you a great deal on a hotel room. Anyway, go right ahead.
I was living in New York studying acting. You know, you go to Lee Strasberg to do commercials. And I decided, anyway, I was doing odd jobs, little things like that here and there. And then you start working as an actor. Anybody who's an actor in New York in the 80s must have done Law and Order.
Right.
You know, so that was one of the gigs, My So-Called Life, all these little TV shows started coming.
And Tim, the other question is, if you're an actor in New York City, the question is, which restaurant do you work in? I worked
at a restaurant in Greenwich, Connecticut, actually.
Oh, okay. All right. So please, so you're on several shows. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I was just doing, guest roles on different shows, and then I got a lead role in a film that was shooting in Germany. It was a German story, but they wanted to shoot it all in English because it was a bestseller over there, and they thought that they could reach a wider audience. So I went over there, and I met a girl and fell in love, and decided to go back to Germany. And I was in Cologne, and we split up a year later, and I went to Berlin. And then, I didn't know any German. I went over there, I didn't know any German, never studied in school here or anything like that. And my agents were like, how are you going to learn this? How are you going to learn German? I said, I don't know, I'll work and I'll learn German over there when I get there. And I, through all the years I have. And I was doing they call it a soap opera, but it's on prime time at like 7:45 p.m. over there.
What was the name of the soap opera over there?
Guten, Zeiten, Schlechte, Zeiten.
Of course.
Of course it was.
Good times, bad times. And while I was doing that, Trivago approached and asked me if I would do a voiceover for one of their commercials they had running here in America already. And it was with a guy with a big beard and a girl. I don't know if anybody remembers it. And I did that voiceover, and like 4 months later, I remember them saying, well, we're going to put you in front of the camera for the next one. And then all hell broke loose.
I know, and it did. Are you okay with being known as the Trivago guy, even though you do have a whole life and a career out there beyond this that you want to be jumping into, including music?
Yeah. What can I do, Elvis?
Okay.
What can I do now?
Someone just sent a text saying the bass in his voice is making my seat vibrate.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Oh, stop. Ow.
He's got to do In a World.
Well, I got to tell you, so is my scrotum.
Welcome to the Elvis Duran morning show.
Oh, my God. Maybe we could hire him to do a voiceover. Now, let's talk about Bethany.
Yeah, Bethany.
How many years ago was it when you sent out this tweet?
It was 2014, January 9th, 2014.
Do you care to read that to Tim Williams?
Yes.
Go right ahead.
I tweeted, I'm obsessed with Trivago commercials. I feel like this guy is your odd cousin who you ask if you know where to score pot.
There you go. What an honor, huh?
Oh, thank you, Bethany.
You're welcome. And ever since, anytime people see a Trivago commercial, they tag me in it. They're like, hey, I saw your Trivago commercial.
I think I tagged you a few times, too.
Oh, my Lord. Our barometric pressure is changing. So what's next? I mean, do we have more Trivago in your future?
Yeah, actually this week there should be a few things coming out. Nice, funny new spots coming up soon. I'm not sure exactly when they'll be out, but we shot them recently, and I've seen them, and I hope that everybody loves them as much as I had a kick doing them.
Well, how can you hate a Trivago commercial? When you check into a hotel, is there like a double take from the?
Sometimes I wish there was.
Oh, really?
Oh, hey.
Now, if anyone, you're in a band. Are you really in a band?
I have musicians around me that I play with, and we make
That's a
music,
band, Tim.
That
Come on.
would be called a band. That would be called a band. Tim Williams and Band. Mostly in Germany. They're a bunch of German boys that we get together. I worked for many years. I worked with a singer over there, Herbert Grönemeyer. He's one of the biggest singers. He's like I would call the Bruce Springsteen of Germany,
Right.
Austria, Switzerland. And just kind of doing, between jobs when I needed to work and get some money, I was working as a band babysitter, you take care of the band. And the bass player of this band decided, after I was doing the Geet Set S Set show, playing a rock star, he's like, why don't we make our own album? So we made a little EP, put that out. It's called Temporary Man. It's available on iTunes.
Tim Williams, do a search on iTunes, of course. Of course, when you need to travel or anyone you know needs to travel, it's all about Trivago. It's such a pleasure. Thank you for coming up to see us today.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody.
We'll be back after